timing. Ta-da!
Privacy. Hayes is not here today, but don't say why. You know.
It's because he's murdering.
I'll say
Don't say it because
we got
he's
him.
Yeah.
We finally got him.
They thought
He's in the cave.
they could get away from it, but then something stopped them permanently. For unrelated reasons, Hazen can't be here today. But yeah, I've got a hello everyone that is listening to us say a bunch of weird shit at the start of the stream. Hope you're having a nice Friday. I feel very accomplished today.
Oh, was that all live?
Yeah, of course it is.
Great.
They don't know who he murdered, so it's fine.
Could be anybody. Check the news.
It's not like I gave him details and addresses and locations. Now if someone actually like coincidentally dies, like watch, they're gonna be like, oh, it probably was that guy. They were enemies. You can hear him on stream talking about it, alluding to it.
You can be featured on an Alex Jones episode.
Yeah, really.
No, you guys just change your Discord password and then they won't know.
Oh yeah, that's
just
a good point.
Change your Discord username.
Oh yeah, you just go and delete your DMs because law enforcement absolutely has no way to recover deleted DMs. It's not like those are stored on a database forever with Discord.
Yeah, that's what Discord does when you delete your messages. They go, I was going to ban this guy, but drat, now I don't have anything to ban him for because he deleted his messages.
Got away with it again.
When law enforcement subpoenas, social media companies are like, you know what? We usually keep all this data in our database no matter what, but now suddenly they just deleted a message from their timeline, and now we don't have it anymore either. Shucks. That's how.
Yeah, and
never happened.
I don't know how Google's like data collection policies are. Supposedly you're allowed to delete your stuff if you go under your account and tell them to like delete everything up to the last 3 months or something like that. Supposedly they'll do it, but I know that they don't.
Yeah,
I know that they don't because I did that with YouTube, and every once in a while it will recommend a playlist to me for something that I have not looked at in 10 years.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe I'm stupid and I didn't delete it right, but like, it's impossible to know how to actually purge all this stuff. You'll have to do it in like 8 different places.
I also
you have to get like one of those like delete me or whatever subscriptions to like actually do it.
I also sort of feel like even if it's in like their policy or their terms of service, it's like, well, how many times do these big companies have to get caught and then like lose a class action lawsuit and then just keep right on trucking away? It's like, I don't believe
you get your $7. We get our $7, and they just keep doing whatever they want.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg just sent me a personal check for $7 because Facebook got caught doing some skeezy shit at some point in the past. So I've got $7 to make up for that now, whatever happened. But I guess my overall point is, I don't for a second believe that any of these humongous companies follow their own policies, because why would they? Like literally, they do a cost benefit where they're like, well, what would be the maximal liability if we got caught violating this? What would we potentially lose in a class action? Okay, so how much is that data worth, and how much value can we get out of like exploiting these? Okay, yeah, so the math works out. We're gonna do it, and then if they get like a minor slap on the wrist and they have to give somebody $7, it's the cost of doing business, and they're probably still raking in plenty of profit, I would guess.
Okay, Firo says there's a service called Incognito. It's supposedly supposed to police data brokers and keep you from getting spammed by them.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice, but I don't think that really solves like Google keeping all of your Gmails forever.
It's okay. I have the solution actually. Do you want to know? I'll tell you. Just because.
Please tell me.
Anyone listening, if you're like, how do we fix all these issues? There's this thing on the internet. It's called the private tab. When you use that, you're scot-free. No one's going to see nothing. So, when you're doing your cyber hacking...
even if you log in to your own account and then post something under your own name, it's totally incognito, bro.
I like to log into my porn.x account and threaten President Obama, and then log right off. And I'm like, they'll never track me now. I used the tab.
Actually, if you use your account named Obama to threaten Obama, that'll just confuse them.
Yeah, it throws them off the trail. That's my experience. Actually, speaking of logins and websites and silliness, good news. The website, the Dreamkeeper's website, and the Vivid After Dark website, those are both back up. Migration took a little more time than we thought. We had to,
that got solved. I heard a little bit about that.
Yeah, just before stream. Well, the echoes of tech problems were echoing throughout the multiverse, as it turns out. But fortunately, sheer rage powered the day, and yeah, site migration complete. And the site, I flipped through the Dreamkeeper's comic pages myself just a little bit. I was kind of surprised at how much faster it feels now. Like, I was not expecting it to feel different, but it loads a lot faster.
Somebody says the front page is having a minor issue right now. I don't know. This is bad. I'll go look. I don't know.
My first reaction is going to be to victim blame and say, have you tried hitting refresh? And then after that, I'm all out of ideas. Have you tried using...
Have you tried turning a website on and off again?
Have you tried threatening
Have you
President
tried reinstalling
Obama?
Windows?
Yeah, it's... So if anyone does notice any website issues, no joke, it would be kind of handy if you just let us know. Vivid@vividpub.com is our customer service email where we can take care of any tech issues.
I could spell it right. If you spell it without a C in there, we don't own Dreamkeeper's Omic. We own Dreamkeeper's Comic.
Someone took Dreamkeeper's Omic? God damn it.
No,
I was
they
just about
didn't.
to get that domain. Fuck. Who's the bastard that took Dreamkeeper's Omic? Son of a bitch.
Evil Dave.
Are they using it to make fun of me?
Mega Dave.
I won't stand for that. I demand to be taken seriously. Oh, in other news of me taking myself seriously, we just finished animation today for Captain's Log, which is a silly cartoon of me.
I don't see any issues with the website on my program here.
Oh, was I right
I don't know
to victim blame for once? For once, it's their fault. Gotcha.
Well, we run Dreamkeeper's Omic. The people out to get Dave.
They know that a certain percentage of people will type it in wrong, and then they will see all of the information about David that I do not want them to see. All the secret knowledge. What shit do I need to keep secret anymore? I'm sure there's something.
I think I know what the problem is. I just heard Dave's voice. I just heard Dave's
also
voice.
Talking could be the problem.
4 times.
Talking is always a problem with me. Yeah, like 4 times, because I opened up the homepage and all of the videos on the homepage all started playing at once.
Oh,
I heard about that.
That's a cool feature. We want to keep that. That engages people right out the gate. They click on the website and they're like, am I about to be assaulted by multiple videos? If not, I think I might just nope out. I need engagement. I need stimulation.
I don't have a video playing when I open it, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Is it on intro? Where are you?
Well,
I'm also using Brave, and
I think I am too. I don't know where you are.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll go to websites and they'll have stuff like, I can tell you have like this parallax thing going on with the background, and it's always like laggy and weird, and it always makes me think that things are not like working properly when I open certain pages.
Yeah. Well, now that we got the servers migrated, we'll probably move on and do some overall website revisions and upgrades and stuff like that. The parallax thing was really fun. I love the visual effect of just anything parallax, really, but we should probably test it a little more thoroughly on different devices and shit and make sure it actually doesn't cause problems. If it does cause problems, we might just have to say, hey, that was cool, but farewell, parallax.
Is that new?
No, it's been up there for a while, but I just don't know if it's like good or not.
And Dave likes it. That's the problem.
I just like stuff that looks cool. Very, very simple mind inside of this skull.
It does look cool. I see a lot of different websites do stuff like that now.
Yeah, I was sort of assuming like, the internet and technology seems like it keeps on getting better, so it should be like easier to pull this stuff off, but I don't know.
Okay, they're saying the 3 videos at the bottom all play the audio at the same time.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's a great excuse to redesign the homepage and get rid of that shit.
Probably a simple fix, although I don't know what it is because I'm not a web dev.
Yeah, that's me neither, but that never stopped me before. From just randomly doing shit.
Willie's saying the videos do not turn on automatically for him. So we've got people where all the videos play at once, and then we've got people where no videos play.
Someone must be lying to me. No, I mean,
I would think
it's gaslighting.
Yeah, it could be fake news.
Okay, so what Dave is doing right now is these were animation pictures of the indigos left over from Skirmish that I don't know if we did those yet or
Yeah, I haven't
think it's
animated the
concept.
indigos yet. I believe that they were in Center's deck, if memory serves. Although I could be wrong, but I know I was doing the 8 main characters.
No, that's the graph. Don't
I feel like I went through a bunch of their cards recently, and I don't remember seeing them. Let me look.
So these are actually the poses. These are the intended poses for them when you play them in Skirmish, because they're playable characters in Skirmish, or at least they're deck heroes, you know, or deck followers. I haven't animated them yet, but we got the line art, so it's like, you know what? Why not whip up a quick illustration? Because I just got finished with the Captain's Log animation pretty much right before stream, and so I don't have time yet to get into like the serious stuff like, oh, time to do the fan art for June and July. But that takes a little more like thinking and thumbnailing, and so on stream I'm not smart enough to do 2 things at once. So I just need something that I can pick up and color nice and easy, and it's like, hey, these indigos will look pretty with some color. Let's put some color on them. I think we've got another one too. I'll open that.
Not smart enough. Actually, what it is when he plans and does blues, he has to be very quiet and just think quietly, so there'd be no reason to talk or listen to music. So it'd be a very boring stream of Dave telling everyone to shut up.
Stop distracting me! You guys shut up! Stop distracting
Just going.
Don't talk to me the stream, and then he'd be drawing in blues, and you couldn't see what he's drawing anyway. So it'd be like, why stream? But we wanted to stream and be social, so we're just gonna color some random stuff today.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a backup print if we need something.
It's just sort of like nice, relaxing, easy work, especially after like, I don't know, some of that animation was getting really intensive.
I don't know if Toga does Toga have underwear on? What's going on with that outfit there?
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out later.
But do you have a problem with that or something?
I don't. No, I don't. But apparently, a rating system does. YouTube.
Well, yeah, YouTube might pitch a fit, but I don't think there's like a second layer of like drawn naughtiness under there. So it's just colors. It's fine.
Well, no, but I colored it. And I just don't remember. So I'm not the smut queen. Well,
the smut
I'm
queen.
in charge of the smut, but I don't have a problem with it. So.
Do we have a smut queen in chat? Like maybe weigh in on this.
Queen. But YouTube.
Did you just say that I'm the smut queen?
But YouTube is up. Yes. And YouTube is
YouTube isn't
the
gonna
prude
like
queen.
that phrase either.
I'm not the prude queen. I'm the smut queen.
Does YouTube does their algorithm automatically detect when you say like murder, kill, like shoot, assassination and stuff, or is that just the NSA wiretap?
We've never had a problem before. We've never had a problem before. Anyway, are they gonna have bikinis in the game, Dave? Or are they wearing the bikinis? In the game?
Honestly, there's a strong possibility. This is still an early draft, so things could change. We could choose different poses and stuff. But the early draft is one of them is in a bikini because their part-time job is being a stripper, so you know. Sometimes you don't have time
also,
to change.
Are you gonna have both of them?
I was thinking that since their card is like the Indigos, it's like both of them on the card. So I was initially thinking, yeah, they'll both be in the thing. But I think before I, like with all the rest of the animations that we're doing for Skirmish, before I dive into anything serious, I want to like have a powwow and be like, hey, this is what I'm thinking for this card. Is this smart? Is this going to fit like the direction we're going with stuff? Just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, that would be good. I didn't know that you were even touching any of the animations. I thought you were just still swamped with other stuff.
I pretty
We
much
are.
am right now, but just thinking ahead. When I do pivot over to skirmish, I want to kind of make sure before I break ground on totally new animations, just be like, hey, I'm doing this. This seems smart. Someone stop me in 24 hours if I'm doing something dumb.
Somebody stop me.
Oh, chat is asking about the bikini and bathing suit game we're playing in Discord.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just your typical monthly sketch of the month stuff. You want to get into that? Was your idea, Liz? If you want to explain what you were thinking.
Basically, the winning sketch of the month was the kids have new bathing suits, and I decided that rather than go to like Dave and Liz design bathing suits and like surprise here's what we do, I decided to allow the Discord chat to research some bathing suit photos and provide some inspiration so that we can pick out what they're wearing. And part of it is because I didn't feel like doing a lot of reference work, and I thought it'd be more fun to include people.
You're like, hey, wait a minute. What if we got these people to do all the work for us?
I thought it'd be more participating, you know?
That's true.
Because I
probably is
have
more
I have one website I go to for like looking at like girly clothing, but there's a variety of stuff out there that I don't know about. So
fun. Do you use the private
maybe
tab?
No, I don't think I use a VPN either for shopping. Hell no. But anyway, that Discord room is still open if you guys want to put photos in there of like not underwear, but bikinis and swimsuits that you think are good for the characters. Note, it has to be photos, not game screenshots or other people's artwork, because we don't want to look like we're stealing people's ideas or anything. We want actual photos of real existing clothing.
I know as soon as
for
we
references.
as soon as we do a bikini that's like inspired by anime or something, everyone's gonna be like, that is the bikini from Metal Gear Solid. We can tell you stole that bikini. That is not an original bikini design,
That's specifically for Metal Gear Solid.
sir. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You lose.
Yeah,
What
they
if
say there's not
what
a
if
lot
like a
that
clothing
begin- I
designer
know. Hold on.
Oh, what's that?
I'm typing. All right. What?
I was saying, what if a clothing designer comes in and is like, "Hey, that's mine." I guess I haven't thought of what they would say. I guess they would just.
Then
be
we'll
mad.
say, "You're welcome."
It's exposure, literally. And then we run away.
Yeah.
Pun accomplished.
Well, anyway, but we reserve the right to change the colors and redesign a little bit. But you know, we're just having fun. And there's a lot more variety in women's swimsuits. Yeah, people are finding some really creatively designed. I saw one really quick in there that it's like a shark tooth, like a shark eating her, and then there's the cutout of the mouth, the teeth along the side.
Oh,
and
that
it's
sounds
really
cool. I
interesting.
haven't actually seen any of these yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Dave's been working in animation, so he hasn't actually looked in that room. I looked in there briefly, and I've chatted a little bit, but I'm mostly letting people play. And I know you guys got off on some conversation tangents, and that's why I had to squish the idea of other people's artwork and game screenshots. But we need to stick to photos here.
We had to crush that idea.
Crush the dreams. I heard a rumor that the Borat bathing suit would be really funny for Whip.
Yeah, I think that is potentially hilarious, and I think we're gonna go for that for Whip. I know exactly how he should wear it, and it'll work with his design well.
Mm-hmm.
Is he joking or not? Find out in a week.
So yeah, the Indigos are part of Cinter's deck, which I don't know. Is there an association with Cinter and the Indigos or something?
No, yeah, kind of. He's one of the leaders of the Troika, which is that underground military sort of a rebel organization that they are also a part of. So he's kind of like their direct boss.
Ooh, Dave, did I fuck up the color patterns on the torsos on the Indigos?
Did you?
I didn't
Yes.
notice. If I did? Oh, they caught it. Thank you.
Thank
We
you,
did
chat.
that. It was Spiru. Yeah, the colors are supposed to be reversed, but it looks like it gets kind of crazy. Let me look at what we did.
That's all right. That's why.
Oh yeah, they do have matching bellies in this one. We gotta fix that. Can you fix that?
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
Fortunately, they are on separate layers and everything, so it'll be pretty easy.
I would need reference images to even like tell them apart.
I have
I guess
one.
one's more purple than the other.
Oh no, I have a swatch of one indigo, and then I mentally reverse it. But like, I think. Oh yeah, Dave, I did mess that up. Look at that. I really messed that up. The leg is supposed to stop up to the hip on the one crouching, and then the belly is supposed to go up the other way. This is a mess.
No big deal. It's
I remember
just,
I
easy to
was doing
fix.
this at like 4 in the morning because I had insomnia, and I still didn't get it right. Wow.
Liz was doing this when she was hammered.
You don't touch the computer when you're hammered, so it doesn't.
No, it's a good thing you
matter.
caught it. I can only imagine the fan outrage if they find out that the color palette is
Messed
wrong.
up. Thank God,
Yeah.
They'd finally be like, David, he doesn't actually know what he's doing. He's a phony. And then they'd do the Family Guy bit.
You can cry.
No, the Family Guy bit about like
I know, but
phony
then
where
you
they.
cry 'cause they call you a phony and you cry.
No, I wouldn't cry because I'm a boy. I don't do that shit.
They're like, okay. So insomnia means drunk. It does not. I don't drink. I really don't. I don't even drink Bailey's whiskey.
You
Be really.
you got an entire dragon fruit from Starbucks today. Don't tell me that you don't drink. There's like 1 trillion metric tons of sugar in those things.
That's not what they mean. Oh, if you noticed, Dave is doing a temporary color pattern on the indigos there just to separate everything, so he can get it right.
There, correct. The world is now restored its natural balance. Feels really good to get that animation knocked out. Like, we still have to do some
I can tell.
polishing and like minor tweaking on the timing and the final edit and everything. But generally, like, the animation is obviously the stuff that really eats up the time. So it feels like coming up for air after being like in a cave for 2 weeks or something. It's nice.
I hope Harry Partridge gets done with his Starbarians animation soon. He said he'd have it done in June, but he's just been missing
Listen,
in the
I
animation minds.
thought I would have Captain's Log 4 done in June too, but yeah, when a man tells you, I'll have this animation done definitely within 2 weeks, that's never true. it's
Funny
not.
thing about estimates.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think I wound up doing everyone listening to me talk about, oh, I did so much animation, they're gonna expect something like oh yeah, it's like a 5-minute thing. It's like, no, it's short. It's good, but it's short.
It's a feature-length film, actually. He did 90 minutes of animation.
The animation wound up being a lot more ambitious than I was even initially planning, and it's because I was like, oh, well, I'll use AI and it'll make it all easy and fast. And it did help a few of the shots. It did help speed some things up, so I'm learning how to use some of it. But the really involved stuff, like especially Lula, she's just jumping all over the place and having these bizarre postures, and her hair is always bouncing all over creation. When there's all that stuff going on, that's where AI is sort of like, oh, I don't know, it can't really handle it too good. So the most ambitious shots, I was sort of assuming, oh, I'm sure AI, it's this magic button, you just press it, it's all cool, and you press the make it cool button, but it wasn't able to hack it, so I bit off, not more than I could chew, but I bit off bigger pieces than I should have really been chewing, and so there's some pretty involved shots in there.
Okay, we got some questions here.
Oh, questions.
First of all, when is CouchCon? CouchCon is normally in June, but we moved it to this month.
Yep.
July. It's in a couple weekends.
Did I
Jeez,
write
hold
it in
on,
my planner
everybody.
yet? Is it? I know it's. I think
I-
it's the last weekend of. Do you have it written down, Liz?
Yeah, I do. It's I don't have it in front of me. I'll get a calendar.
Well, we'll
Look
put
at
out.
the calendar tab.
We will announce to the newsletter very soon in the next couple days the exact dates for CouchCon this July. So it is
I
coming.
think it's like July. It's not the weekend of like the 17th and 18th, but it's the weekend after that.
The weekend after that. Okay, so that sounds like the last weekend of July.
Mhm.
Let me pull up my.
We
little
did that
calendar.
because GarageBand was taking up a lot of time,
Yeah, so
and
it'll
we
be
didn't want
like
to overlap.
24, 25, 26.
Yes, and then also because Dave was doing the animation, he wasn't going to have time for commissions and everything. And then on top of that, because of the website migration, it was like we had to make sure that got resolved before we run any store stuff in CouchCon. So we had to move everything around for this.
Mhm.
Okay. And then they are asking, how can you tell the indigos apart? And with their muzzle. I can explain. They are drawn identical, and then when I color in color block, I decide which is Indie and which is Digo. I've just decided that Indie is the one standing here because that's the original color swatch that we started with. So Indie uses that color swatch. And then I always do Digo as the reverse color of the original one that we decided on. So Digo is like the mirror shadow of the original character. So in this image, Indy is standing, Digo is crouching down. Technically, if the characters wanted, they both have purple eyes, Pamela. If you wanted to switch, like if they wanted to like switch on you, they could totally do that. But just for ease of everybody, that's just how I do it. Maybe they have a pact or something together where Indy says you can't use my colors, Digo. I don't know.
Yeah, if they're not like on the same page, then it would be a lot more difficult for them to settle on a color scheme together.
I could see them. Oh no, we're having scheduled month ideas.
You
What?
know what we could do? Because their power is so cool. They have the ability to like change their colors, and you know they always have the inverse of each other. But I just realized in the skirmish animation, we've never been able to show their power like in motion with animation before. It's always been like, oh well, you know, we'll do the best we can on the comic page, but you can't. It's not really the same as animation, but we can get the idea across.
Oh.
In skirmish, we can just show it. It'll be easy too. Like that's one of the easier things to
Easy.
do.
You just invented more work for yourself, Dave.
No, not if I do it
And
in Blender.
and
No. Like, no. Stay with me. In Blender, it's a lot easier to do this because you can change the color of a material, and it'll change it across every single frame that you use that color in. So it's not like you have to hand touch up a whole sequence of animation. You can have a whole sequence of animation. Go into your color material palette, and you can have like skin 1 material, skin 2 material, change those to whatever you want, and it updates the entire animated sequence. So it actually will be fairly feasible as long as I do it in Blender.
Okay, more questions. MK1 says India's the one who chats a lot, Digo's the one who talks with body language more. I don't know if I said that or if that's true, but maybe I can't say.
Well, the thing is,
I
they
didn't know
generally there actually is like a bit of a split in the personality that has like sort of formulated in my head as I draw them. They do have slightly different attitudes and slightly different personalities. It's kind of hard to articulate, but I don't know, once you read it for a while, like it sort of starts to manifest a little bit.
Yeah, if Phil 98 is asking, what if one of them wants to change color and the other doesn't? Too bad.
There's a battle of wills.
I imagine there's a lot of arguing between them like behind the scenes, or they've come to an agreement or something.
I think arguing is...
Girls argue and fight all the time.
No, but they're siblings. That's different. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think arguing is
Which
how
one-
they come to an agreement is... It's
Yeah.
part of the process. It's an integral step.
It's a heated debate. Which one is sillier, Dave? I don't know. We wanted to do a prelude arc with them, so we'll have to see.
I think Digo's a little bit sillier. Indy tends to have her head screwed on a bit more straight.
So they have like a Wonder Twins thing going on?
I don't know what that is.
What's a Wonder Twins thing?
Well, it is pretty old, I guess. I don't know. Not one of the better like superheroes.
are you
Well, I'm also pretty
dating yourself?
oblivious.
I guess so, yeah. I think their power. Actually, I don't know what their power was, but they were twins, and in order to use their powers, they had to like touch each other or something.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
Somebody in
wait,
chat can probably correct me.
Are they
but-
the ones where I think I saw a cartoon once where he was like, she was like, I can turn into a Siberian tiger, and he's like, yeah, and I'll become a tea kettle.
It's the old Super
Yeah,
Friends
they
cartoon,
always-
they say.
They always did it at like the same time. They had to like touch each other, and then then they both transform into whatever.
Yeah, I guess
Boy.
it. So Indy and Digo sort of have a similar thing going, but they don't have to make physical contact. They just sort of change their colors. Or it's another thing that's difficult to show in the graphic novel, but it's a neat idea. There's different levels to their power. Like the baseline level is, they pop up their halos, boom, they can alter their skin colors. But if they use their power at a higher intensity, one of the skin colors becomes laminar shielding. So they can, like, if they had like the colors almost totally reversed, one could be almost totally shielded, but then the other one would have like almost no protection. But if you have something like this, then obviously you'd have inverted regions of protection from damage.
Huh.
Anyway, we want to do an Indigo arc that kind of gives a little backstory to them,
Yeah.
and then we also want to do one for Wisp too. I've heard the Wisp one is going to come before the Indigo one.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the big outline before we jump into whatever the next arc is, but that's a ways off. We still got some Candy Crook to go through. But I don't think Wisp or the Indigos are going to become recurring arcs the way Mace and the
Yeah, there's-
Orphans and
yeah.
Lilith and Nama are. I think that they're just going to be basically one-shot prelude arcs.
Okay. When they do the shield on the color, I think is it reversed then? So like one gets a light tone and one gets a dark tone?
Yeah, like
Or
let's
is-
let's
or- wait,
pretend
no? Oh,
let's
wait,
pretend
no.
they were using their
Fine.
power like more intensely here, and let's pretend the dark area becomes shielded. So Indigo standing up, her shoulders would be protected. It'd be like kind of glowing and like looking all fancy like a supernatural shield. And then Digo down here, well, I shouldn't have chosen shoulders. They're inside the jacket, but you get the idea. Like her thighs would be protected, her thighs would be vulnerable. So it's an inverted region of protection.
So I guess what you could say is like if Indy wanted to be completely protected, she could be completely protected, but then Digo would be completely vulnerable.
Yeah, so that's sort of why it would make more sense for them to, in most circumstances, kind of like divvy up the protection relatively equally, unless one of them was out there like trying to be a bullet sponge while the other one was sneaking around or something.
Yeah, I think probably the best thing would be like a camouflage pattern on them, which we've never done before, but would be very cool. Camouflage, and then parts of them would be shielded throughout. That'd be cool. Who gets wounded in Volume 5? I think is that Digo.
I would have to look. I think I believe it's Digo that gets injured. Yeah.
They want that prelude to be reoccurring with the Indigos. Sorry, we don't have that much material right now, I think.
Yeah, like they have a nice little story, but then once the story is taken care of, it's sort of like, well, that's the story of what there is about them. It's the sort of thing where if there's not more material there, you really don't want to just like have it be like, well, people like this character, so we're gonna drag them out again. Here they are again. You like Boba Fett, do ya? Well, I hope you have plenty of room for Boba Fett forever.
Okay, and yes, they could technically each be one solid color, and like a blue with a light blue.
Yeah, they could just actually. I think you could do that. You could have them be like a solid color each, and they're just a different solid color.
Yeah. Ooh, chat is saying that thank God we're talking about lore stuff, not AI, and the stream it's a stream without Hazen. No disrespect about Hazen, but he tends to go on.
He's been banished
All
to the
right,
Shadow
everybody.
Realm.
Everybody shit on Hazen.
Well, I'm still here. Don't feel too comfortable.
Yeah, you guys think you're safe from conversations about that. You shouldn't have brought it up.
You know what? Let's just talk about Beast Wars and drive them nuts.
Hey, everyone
And
wants
then
to
the
hear...
witch hazing
It would
comes back,
probably
so
be
nobody
more
talks about
interesting
Beast
to them, to
Wars.
be honest.
Yeah.
We'll just get a whole topic about Beast Wars. We'll just talk about that.
I wish Beast Wars were more interesting than it actually is.
Well, honestly, I kind of noticed with the old episodes that I feel like they don't really, like, they kind of hop around a little bit, like there's a little time between them. I don't know, it just didn't really, when I saw it later, it kind of like, there was like a pause between each episode, and I had to remember what was going on. But I was going off with the DVD, so.
I didn't know you had access to the DVD. That's kind of cool.
It's at the library.
Based. I wouldn't think a library would even know what Beast Wars was. Yeah, I remember
I
the
was
first
totally
season
in the
being
kid.
like
I was in my favorite section, the kids DVD section,
nice.
where it's animation everywhere. Yeah. I got the Hulu Animaniacs later seasons out of there, which was great because I was actually thinking of paying for Hulu to see them, but I didn't want to, and then I got to just like rent the DVD for free. It's like perfect.
Thank you, library. The legal way to pirate things.
Exactly. And then I didn't have to pay my $2 for the episode. All right, they want the Indigos to dance at the club for the first time. Well, maybe, but I think Prelude is going to be a little more appropriate, so I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll
Mama
depend
wants-
on like what the story
yeah.
is exactly and how we depict it.
I
and all that
honestly
jazz.
haven't thought of it. It's just I think the whole arc right now is currently 2 paragraphs in a notebook, and I still need to type it up, and we need to flesh it out.
I could swear
And
it's
we need
more
to design
paragraphs than 2. We got quite a bit of
well.
content on that walk.
Yeah, but we need to design characters for it too. Dave, can you zoom out and give Mamo the full pic for
Yeah.
a second so he can grab it? Grok has something to say about this.
Full pick.
Get your print screen button ready, Mamo. Here it comes.
I'll take the cell shading off of Indy, so that way they're both consistent since Deco doesn't have the cell
That's gonna
shading
be-
yet.
That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be neat to see these move. And how old are the Indigos when they begin dancing at the club? I don't remember how old they were.
I'd
I
actually
don't
have
want
to
to
check
get
the
it wrong.
backstory. Definitely over 18, or they
Yeah.
wouldn't be allowed to dance at the club.
Yeah, actually, they wouldn't be allowed in if they were under. So I don't know. I don't know how old they would be in the Prelude either. I haven't figured that out. I
Please,
can't
we're the
say.
anti-government underground, but we have rules.
We're not
Well, yes,
pedophiles. Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. That's we sell illegal things and we do illegal things, but we follow the laws.
I cut people up, but
Gotta be of age. All right. So anyway, actually, yeah. Hey, wait a minute. If they're selling illegal Cinder's Mark, why does everybody have to be of age?
Because as much as I want Dreamkeepers to have sort of like a dark and like sometimes gritty and spooky feel, like there are boundaries where it's like if you put content in that goes into like those areas, it's like, okay, that's like just too grim for a cartoon series. Do we have like guts exploding everywhere and like monsters like ripping people to shreds? It's like, yes, we have all kinds of murder and horrible things and emotional trauma, but there's still some stuff where it's like so bad it's just if you put that in a cartoon, then it's suddenly a
Hero
cartoon
says-
that no one wants to watch.
Okay.
You know,
Hero says they're outlaws, not scumbags. Well, we are busy.
I guess I would
Alright,
say like we are like Dreamkeepers is, as cartoons go, I would say it's fairly edgy, but we're not as edgy as Berserk. Didn't get quite that far.
No, we're also in color. All right, are we going to see Talakan in it? Probably, and I did not think of that.
Oh, in the Indigo backstory, definitely, and we'll of course be
Okay.
learning more about that in Ascension too, because the districts are all getting a little bit of love.
What is the legal drinking age in Andruna?
Probably something stupid like 21.
I don't know for a fact.
it
'Cause
just
I mean,
happens to be the same as in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
a
actually,
lot
yeah,
of,
that wouldn't match Europe, so.
a lot of the stuff are like relatively close proxies to the U.S.
I don't. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say you can't declare species different ages. Like you can't declare we don't declare cat people 18, but dog people 21.
Oh yeah,
based on a
they all
species
have
of
like
how we do
relatively like basic human-esque lifespans and stuff like that. That's where like they're not actually like different like creatures or different types of animals. You know, they're all people. It's just that they're people that have like a lot of variety in their morphology. That way, it sort of keeps the Dreamkeepers themselves kind of tethered and kind of feeling similar. You know, it's just
Dave?
It's all cartoony, so I guess ultimately you could be like, it doesn't matter, but it just sort of keeps the series feeling a little more cohesive.
We have an opinion. You have to check this now. Do you realize you painted part of Digo's ear the same color as her hair? Yeah, I saw something on that lower cheek there.
Yeah, I feel like I need to clean up those contours a little bit there, but I'll play with the cell shading first.
Okay. Thank you. He will get back to it.
Yeah, but there's
hopefully.
A section there that's not completely clear.
Is it not drawn? I saw you do that, and I was like, I'm just gonna let that go. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I didn't actually sketch it in clear enough. And then when I was looking at it, like there wasn't, when it was all skin tone, it looked a little odd, like there was like a bald patch. So I was like, oh, I'll just put some hair in there. And now it looks still wrong. So I'm gonna have to give it more precision.
Yeah, it's part of her cheek. I had that color right, and you messed it up.
I messed it up. You're welcome.
I've always kind of had the opinion that like overcoming perfectionism is just something that every artist has to do, or even just like a creative person. But like,
that's what I'm doing with your wife.
Yeah, it could be. I think like, so like at some point you have to like overcome that and go, you know what? People aren't going to notice this. I'm obsessing over this. No one else is going to notice this thing. I just got to call it good. But here the chat is absolutely proving me wrong by pointing out all of your mistakes.
I would say,
yeah,
like,
you need a second eye on this, Gabe. You can't just you can't just do that.
Well, I think the one of the favorite phrases that I've heard is "Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good." And of course, what that boils down to is like, hey, if you're spending so much time trying to make everything perfect, if that sucks up so much of your time and energy that you wind up not actually making what you need to make, then you should have just made something good as opposed to making nothing. But this thing that's not ever going to be done, it will be totally perfect when it's never ever done, you know.
And then you never do it. Like it would be if you talk about how great your comic is, but you never do a comic. Because you're afraid it's not going to be perfect or it's not going to be famous right off the bat. I
will say it's kind of a blessing to have readers and watchers that are so attentive to detail and that they do notice things like that. But that said, I think the way to still like, oh, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good is just to acknowledge like, you know what? Well, I'm just a person and I do have limits, and sometimes I'll make stuff that's totally not perfect, and people will find flaws and they will be correct, and that's okay because I'm just going to be making the best that I can make as a person making stuff. And there's going to be things that could be nitpicked and pointed out, and that's okay. I'm having fun, and it's coming out pretty cool, so, don't sweat it. Like, obviously, make something as good as you can make it, but make sure that you do, in fact, make it. Don't just be like, well, I'm gonna redo this forever. Actually, this page is done and it's great, but it could be a little more great if I just continued reworking it and rebooted the whole thing from scratch.
Oh, yeah, like okay. Obviously, Dreamkeepers has come a long way, and people say that the books look a lot better than Volume 1, but people have encouraged or told Dave he should reboot the whole series and redraw Volume 1, and it's like, we have to move forward. That's very nice, but we have more to do, and we're proud of how Volume 1 turned out. I personally love it because I have a lot of memories of his old art style back in college, because he did that in 2005. 2004, 2005.
Yeah, one thing that I kind of personally like, and maybe this is just me, but I think there's other people that might feel the same, is I like seeing a graphic novel or a comic series where you can actually see a progression in the artist in terms of like their development of skill and how they portray things and stuff like that. So I kind of think it's just a nice little sideline to see artistic progression in the style as you go through a series. And also, like, the main thing is like, well, I've got...
It happens to everybody.
Yeah, and of course, the big thing is like, I got more books to do in the future. This series is not done. What am I going to dither around and, like, redo existing books? It actually is in the category of, like, no, these books, they're not, like, the greatest thing ever. I was, like, pretty rough when I was younger as an artist. but that's okay. They work, they get the job done, they're entertaining, and we need to continue moving forward on new books, new stories. And if we do a good enough
It would
job,
be-
maybe
ew.
someday we'll revamp it, in an animated adaptation or something.
Yeah, or like a side scroll video game. And yeah, Mammo can remake DK Volume 1 with AI. Have fun.
I mean, if people want to,
Probably could.
I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't do a fan art version. Now I suddenly don't like fan art anymore.
New. I think it would be really terrible if Dave sat down and redrew Volume 1 and then wanted everyone to buy Volume 1 again. Volume 1 revamped or something.
Oh my god! And then you'd probably have to offer the old one too, just in case people want that.
Yeah, like
So there'd be
no,
two
or-
volume ones.
Isn't that terrible? Or like discontinue Volume 1 and like destroy the old ones, only buy the new ones. No, it's
Yeah,
just
like
terrible.
that's my biggest complaint
Confusing.
about the way George Lucas
So
handled the
confusing.
like the Star Wars new versions or whatever. What did you call them? The remastered or the extra super fucked around with CG. I just want to watch like the Star Wars that I remember, that I grew up with, that like was actually of its time period. And I swear I can't find those DVDs anywhere. Every time I'm like, oh, this is the Star Wars DVD. Oh, it says like original and remastered. Here we go. And then I look at it and suddenly there's like goofy computer generated shit dancing around in the background again. It's completely distracting.
Okay, so first of all, I tracked down the ones you want, but I got you the wrong ones. And you complained and turned it off right away and said, get rid of these. I can't have these in the house.
No. I didn't turn it off right away. I toughed it out. I toughed it out for a while. I got like 20 minutes in. I was like, you know what? There's some CG creatures in the background. The stormtroopers are riding around on some shit. This isn't so bad. The remastered, they're not so bad. I can deal with this. I can deal with it. And then Greedo came and that scene was so awkward where they had to try to make Greedo shoot first, which totally undermines the whole point of the Han Solo character. And that I was like, oh, yeah, this was bad. But you know what? This is probably the worst part, right? Greedo did not shoot first, and this was a really strange, awkward-looking edit. It just looks fucking wrong and awkward, like visually. But we're through it. We're past that. Now the rest of this, it'll just be Star Wars with some goofy CG shit in the background, but I can ignore that. And then suddenly, in waddles a whole new scene. Suddenly Jabba the Hutt tap dances in next to the Millennial Falcon, and I'm like, what the fuck? And there's some CG Jabba the Hutt, like, dancing around next to Han Solo, and they're having this whole stupid conversation that has no relevance to the plot. And at that point, I was just like, no, fuck
That's
it.
when the
Fuck
screaming began.
these movies. I can't watch this shit.
I heard screaming in the other room, and I come in, and Davis has tried to watch Star Wars.
Let me clarify that I was then saying over and over, Liz, I still love you. Thank you for trying. I think I remember saying that.
I think it was get these out of the house, take them to Goodwill, and get them away from me. I don't want them anymore.
Sounded
I
a
hate
lot
Star
like
Wars.
Ree, if I remember Ree.
Yes, I think that's an exact quote. Because you
Exact
saw
quote.
something you didn't like.
Ree.
And I was like, dear God, I'm sorry. Hey, by the way, you approved that version that I purchased.
I know,
That's the
I got
kicker.
duped too. That's the other thing that annoys me is like these things are obviously disingenuously marketed to try to trick people, and they successfully trick people.
Trick you on Star Wars. You're just supposed to be so stupid you love it because it's Star Wars. That is the audience that they have tried to create.
I just think
That's
it's
what they think of the Star Wars fans.
Listen, I do think if George Lucas really wanted to go back, he owns the rights. He's like, you know what? I feel like this is not the way I want it. I have a creative vision that's different. Fine, like that's okay. But to then try to scrub the originals away and force people only to watch your new version, I think that's kind of fucked up. Like you're just, like come on, man.
Willie Silver says I could have sent it to him. I'm sorry, I probably would have if I had thought of that. I did not know you needed the shitty Star Wars. According to Dave, nobody needs the shitty Star Wars.
Oh yeah, like no one needs the. Well, I mean, if someone else wants it, that's fine. I don't care. But for me, if I'm going to watch Star Wars, I'd rather just watch the old, like, the actual Star Wars from like the 70s and 80s. Plus, I don't know. Part of it is like,
If you can.
when there's a film from like a certain time period, it usually carries a little bit of like a stamp of that era on it. You know, it has that vibe with the way it was all crafted and put together, and that's sort of part of the appeal, I think.
Okay, Willie, if you have the original VHS, you don't need the DVD collector special re whatever edition. I think you're good.
Well,
But-
Liz. Depends on if you have a VCR or not, doesn't it?
Everyone's got a VCR.
You should at
Everyone.
this point.
I don't know if everyone does have a VCR anymore.
He says he's kidding. I'm not kidding. I totally would have sent that to him if I had known. I wouldn't even have charged him for everything. Get this away. Dave is screaming. Ah.
But honestly, like, I don't know. The more Star Wars stuff gets like pumped out into existence, the more I'm just sort of like, do I really need to watch any of it ever again? Maybe
It's
I'm
real diluted.
Yeah, maybe
You know
I'm
what?
sad.
Don't say that after I buy you the one you want, sir. Also, Firu's saying if they were smart, they release a vintage version in the original theatrical, in the original theaters. You know what? Maybe they will someday, but I bet they're gonna trick you, and they're gonna say it's the original, and then you pay the money, and then all of a sudden they bait and switch,
Got
and
him!
you're suddenly, yeah, got him. And it's like, nope, actually, fooled you, and you have paid for the.
Actually, we
updated
used
Star
AI
Wars.
to make every character Jar Jar Binks.
Willie
The
Silver has the
April
latest
1st edition.
player. I believe it. The only time I saw a Laserdisc player was middle school. They had a Laserdisc player in the school, and I don't
Star
know
Wars. What are you gonna do about it? Edition.
why. That's every one of them now.
Yeah.
I think George Lucas is just gonna like mess it up on purpose to like mess with people now. Like, look what I can do.
No, he
It's mine.
actually-
I'll do whatever I want.
Honestly, kudos to him. Great business move. He cashed out and I guess made like a small fortune. Now he's running his own Volcano Island base somewhere in the Pacific, I believe.
Well, he sold
Island.
it to a company that makes everything so terrible it makes him look good no matter what he did.
No, I'm not gonna say which company bought Star Wars. I don't want to call anyone out.
Oh, I don't want a defamation of who may or may not have messed up Star Wars.
Actually, that's like a viable theory. What if he sold Star Wars just to make his old movies look good because he was so embarrassed about the original trilogy, or not the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy.
Maybe, but yeah, every time a Star Wars movie comes out, like everyone always has that realization where it's like, oh wow, so like the other movies that were terrible, actually they're not the worst Star Wars movies anymore. It just keeps getting worse.
I think that's the opinion now. The prequel trilogy is considered to be like better Star Wars stuff.
Compared to what they're shoveling out now, that'll maybe those other Star Wars that we thought were so terrible.
Exactly. It's a trick to get you to buy episode 1. It's like, maybe I missed Jar Jar after what they're doing.
I love the big brain strategy of like, listen guys, we just acquired this franchise for billions of dollars. So our plan, right, the master plan is we are going to make catastrophically terrible films that annihilate the value of this franchise, which makes the older movies look better by comparison. Let's go. Break. Actually, it's wild to me that it seems like Disney actually wanted the movies that they were pumping out to make money, because they're so abysmally produced. It's like, really, someone was trying to make money with this? It would seem more plausible if they were attempting to annihilate this franchise.
Well,
Yeah, they've got to have like a side business where they're squeezing the blood out of children or something and using it to replace the blood of the elderly so that they'll stay young forever.
And they keep on doing all these like stings and busts on like Disney cruise lines and Disney resorts and stuff, and I don't know, but that gets into like all that dark territory that I don't want to get too much into.
The Disney tunnels.
Yeah.
And somebody will eventually find them.
those
There's-
are real, by the way.
There's
Wow.
rumors that underneath the parks.
No joke. Are you kidding? There are tunnels under the parks. You didn't
What,
know
are
that?
you
That's how
shitting
they
me?
get
Is
every-
this- how did I not
I'm
hear
not
this
shitting you.
conspiracy
All the shit
theory? Regale me.
Stop.
With.
It's not a conspiracy theory. That's how they get the employees places so quickly. You didn't know that? That's how they do it. They're
Oh,
tunnels.
that's
under
interesting.
there.
What, do they like shoot them through pneumatic tubes or something? What the fuck are they doing?
I'm not allowed down
Yeah,
there.
they probably just walk. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
walk.
Maybe they have little cars under there. They've got like golf carts.
I like
Little
the
rides.
visual of them just being like fired through pneumatic tubes. Like it's like, okay, we gotta get to the other side of the park fast.
Okay. Okay. All right, boys. All right. What kind of drink is Fermente like? Is it like beer or wine? What is it like?
All of the above. Fermente is interesting because it will, whatever you brew, there's like a specific way that it gets like brewed if you read all the lore on the website. But basically, whatever the source of moisture is that you soak the seeds in when they're brewing up the nectar, they will adopt whatever that flavor is. So if you want to have raspberry fermente, you soak it in some raspberries. If you want to have like blood flavored fermente, you can do that. You can get it like steak, any flavor you want. So it can taste like almost anything. There's a huge variety.
As far as the
That sounds
consistency,
disgusting.
well,
Sometimes.
depends on how you do it. Like alcohol. They mean like alcohol content. I don't have any experience with that. Do you guys have idea?
Do I have, what's the question?
What is the alcohol content like with Fermente?
Again, it's also contingent on like how strong of a brew it is, or how much intensity there is in the nectar before it pops. So there's a lot of range. Like some of them you can like have a few bottles and it'd be maybe the equivalent of like a light beer or something. And then if you have one that got really brewed up to the maximum intensity, that could be like, you know, shots of whiskey or vodka, that sort of thing. So it sort of tracks in with like, it's our fantasy catch-all kind of alcohol replacement, except there's more fantasy elements to it.
Skooma.
Yeah.
We do a lot of the Fermente colors when we color it in kind of like a coppery brown color, and I imagine that always looks to me like an alcoholic cider to me. I don't know.
Yeah, cider would be good. Apple flavor.
See that.
Boil it, fermente. Oh
You
no.
could. I don't know why you'd want to, but it's, well, you know, some people.
All right. Is it plot fault? But we're gonna try. Why was Cinder's Mark banned? Why was Fermente banned?
Oh, I don't think that's a spoiler or anything. That's just sort of like it's just sort of like,
I don't. You know,
yeah, like lore trivia stuff.
that could be the lore book, but we never even. You know, you might as well say it.
Yeah, I think there is going to be more background detail in the lore book fleshed out, but I can just sort of say that it's not that it was explicitly banned. It's just that over time the government regulations got more and more strict. And so by the time Cinter decided to fire up his old family recipe, the regulations were so strict on Fermente that he just decided, well, I'm just not going to follow those. So it's not like the government specifically singled out Cinter's Mark to be illegal. It's just that Cinter was brewing it in a way that totally flouted all the current regulations, and so, you know.
He probably wasn't paying all the permits, and that got off to the races.
Yeah, that's no obvious. Yeah, that doesn't even get into the tax evasion and permitting and licensing side of things.
Basically, it's the kind of thing where the government wants to tax and do permits so much that you can't start a business. It's that kind of thing.
Which I'm sure is not based on reality in any way.
I don't know why you'd say that.
Originally, it was supposed to be like a satirical exaggeration of reality. I explicitly remember this is the point where I realized, oh, we're fucked. We're just in clown world. It was when I put into the lore way back in the day before any of this happened. I was like, one thing that I was like, this'll hang a lantern on it. This'll let people know that I'm being tongue-in-cheek and sarcastic. Oh, they even ban knives based on the fact that they're too sharp, so you're not allowed to have knives of a certain level of sharpness. And then along comes Britain, and it's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You can't have a kitchen knife with a point on it? What? You can't have a knife that is pointed? Like, bro, I don't like UK people. Sorry if I'm offending you. I know. I hope you have a license to be offended on this stream. I don't know if you do.
He's never been. He's heard stories, so he's scared.
Well, who would go to Britain now? Like, if they dig up some tweet that they think is mildly offensive, they'll literally put you in prison. It's like a totalitarian hellhole. And it's like, you're gonna ban sharp knives with you're gonna ban knives that has like a point on the tip of it. You know that they can make shivs in prison from like freaking toothpaste tubes and cardboard and shit. And you're gonna tell people wandering around the free world, breathing God's air with the sun on their skin, that they can't have like something that has a sharp point on it. How do you intend to enforce that? It's just,
Yeah, that's all that does is it just inconveniences people that aren't going to break the law.
Yeah.
which is how this shit always works. They're trying to do that with 3D printers too. They're trying to make it so that if you have a 3D printer, and I think like something like this was passed in New York. If you've got a 3D printer and you want to use or you want to like sell it in New York, it needs to come with some kind of software where people can check in on what you're printing. So if you're printing something, yeah. So if you're somehow, somebody was breaking it down because like when you're printing something with a 3D printer, you're basically feeding it a I suppose any 3D model do, but oftentimes it's like a CAD file, which is just based off of mathematics. So like, how are you going to parse through like thousands of people loading 3D printer models onto their printers per day? Like, are you gonna look for tubes? Like thinking like, well, actually, that's not even the part of the gun that you'd even print on a printer. You would go to the hardware store and get like a pipe or something. I guess. I don't know. I don't do this, so don't like take the word for it. But you would not want to print the load-bearing parts of a gun in a 3D printer. So they would be looking for stuff like, I don't know, triggers or like the handle or something like that. And like a trigger and a handle could be for something like a drill. It's like, how are they going to sort through all that? It's just stupid. Like all the stuff that people try to do to like stop people from making weapons. All it does is it just disturbs everyone's normal everyday lives, and it makes it not even like remotely more difficult for a criminal to stab somebody with a knife or shoot somebody or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't want to go off too much on stream because, blah, I'm doing cartoons here. But also, it's really annoying when it sort of delves into that anarcho-tyranny balance where it's like, okay, if you're a law-abiding citizen, we're gonna have this be an enormous pain in the ass. We're gonna be down your throat with every regulation known to man. If you tweet something we don't like, you're gonna be locked up. You're gonna be thrown behind bars. But on the other hand, if someone over here like murders somebody or like commits some other horrible crime, well, we got to understand where they're coming from, and they had a hard upbringing, and we'll just go ahead and let them right back. So and on the one hand, it's like absolutely infuriatingly permissive about some things and some infractions, but then if you're a law-abiding citizen, you're the one that gets like the full brunt of this, and like that contrast is just obnoxious, I guess is a word you could use.
Well, it's kooky that they're letting the people loose who do the stabbing, but then telling everyone put like no more knives for you. But they'll just find something else to stab with. Or it's ridiculous.
Well, the thing is, like, yeah, don't like. How about we just actually punish, murder? What if actually committing a murder, you actually get seriously punished for it, and then we can let everyone else that's not murdering and not locked up and actually punished for committing murder, we can let those people have a bread knife. Maybe that's like a system we could try out.
We could just punish people who might murder. What if we just lock everybody?
Minority Report.
Tom Cruise tried to warn us. But the main thing that annoys me about all this is the fact that it makes my little sci-fi fantasy comic not seem as much of an exaggeration as it was intended to be.
Well, I'm sure they stole it from you, honey. Okay.
They copied my idea!
Yeah, people will be reading like a comic page that you wrote in 2006 or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's an old joke. Come on, Dave."
Man, this guy's really upset about current events in Britain, I guess. It's like, no, I'm not. I wrote that a long time ago. Then I have to
get better material.
This is where all the totalitarians around the world are getting their ideas. They're reading Dreamkeepers and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's a great one. Let's use that in real life." They could at least credit me.
No, they shouldn't. Wait, no. This law brought to you by David Lilly. No.
This totalitarian dystopia brought to you by David Lilly.
Read his comic at dreamkeepers.com to
Find
know
out what comes next at dreamkeeperscomic.com.
They're gonna ban our powers. Oh God.
that's the one thing that'll never come true because there are no superpowers in real life, so they can't aggressively ban superpowers.
I have this delightful belief that maybe we all have superpowers, but we just haven't specifically tried one thing that works. You know, maybe you can just fly, but you haven't jumped off the building yet.
Yeah, but think about the cost benefit on that.
Exactly. You know, maybe somebody can, you know, light things on fire with their eyes, but you just haven't tried it yet. Just try it. You know, maybe you'll be the guy.
No, because you probably won't be the guy that can do that.
Well, you never know until you try.
Yes, you do. You can make a reasonable. Excuse me, I'm gonna use the restroom. You guys, Gabe, explain
too much.
explain
You
to
have
Liz.
to pee. Dave has to pee. I'm sorry, I made him too mad.
Explain to Liz what? What now?
I don't
What am
know.
I, the
He's gone.
authority?
It's not a problem anymore. I guess I win here. Which,
I was
to
too busy.
conclude, because I win this one, if you don't know whether or not you can fire lasers with your eyes, try it. Just try. And then if that doesn't work, you know, maybe you can float in the air. You don't know. Maybe that's your power. Just try that. Just cook up ideas and just, you never know.
What if we've already figured out what our superpower is, but it's so lame that we didn't think it was a superpower?
Oh, you just take it for granted. I do.
Like, what if my superpower is that I get really fat when I eat?
That's a really common superpower.
It could be.
Well, you also have the superpower that you lose weight when you exercise, but it takes a while. We all kind of have a healing power, really, like Wolverine. It just takes a long time.
Yeah, they all just suck.
I know.
Guess it's not very super then, is it? Suppose that's you'd have to take that word
Well,
out
I
of
mean,
there.
except for the one guy who can't heal after he gets a wound. Then he's like, God, you guys are so lucky.
I'm back. Is everyone rational now?
No.
I've been rational the whole time.
Oh, I
Yeah, me
forgot
too.
my glove. Hold on.
I'm the most rational. Actually.
You
You need
lose
help
weight
finding
by
a
not
glove?
eating crap. Bullshit.
You lose happiness if you don't. If you.
I already tried. I tried eating less crap by having the amount of times that I go to McDonald's, and I still gain weight. So that's bullshit.
And you're sad.
And I'm sad, yeah, because I don't have as much salt and sugar in my system.
If you want to
Man
lose...
says I had a big announcement and got ignored.
Oh,
What-
where's the announcement?
Yeah,
What was
was
the
wait,
big
was your
announcement?
announcement you lose weight by not eating crap? Because that's what I saw.
Please repost announcements, Mama. And Liz, bonk me on the head when there's something, because I'm busy looking at indigos and
I
weird
know.
hair
Oh,
shape
I'm not gonna
anomalies.
scroll up, copy paste.
We're looking at
I'm
indigo
telling you, well, then
cheese.
maybe I'll miss it. Well, we get fast here. I was looking at YouTube dealing with stuff.
Scroll up. I'm not. Mamo, do you have any idea how much chat there is? Even an hour into the stream. Come on, just copy and paste it.
Yeah, no, if there isn't a link, I got nothing here. I was helping out YouTube here, and YouTube was giving Dave a compliment.
Now we're begging you. Mamo,
Yeah.
we're doing exactly what you wanted. We're begging you to tell us what the announcement is. Isn't this,
What is
this
it, Mamo?
your
What is it,
wild-
Mamo? Oh my God, everyone's hanging on the very edge of the seat for Mamo.
Please,
Oh my God, screen's dedicated to Mamo. Oh
Mamo.
God, what? Oh God, what?
No.
Can you guys just tell me? Do I have to look with my eyes? That's
We're
like
not
a lot of.
you know what?
Mean it.
Get 3 seconds to please us, otherwise we're moving on.
He's playing to get now.
3 seconds won't even cover the stream lag. Have a heart. Come on, Liz, be realistic. You're just
All right.
trying to be.
Well, he's now he says it's nothing. What this is?
I guess we're
I'm
just
gonna-
gonna have to move on and
okay.
forget about it.
Everyone in chat, if Mamo drops a link or something, you got to be Johnny on the spot and enjoy that, because if you're waiting on us to catch it and bring it to your attention, we might fumble it. We have fumbled one already, so you got to be there. You got to look at the cool stuff so you don't miss a single one.
I got I don't know, like 28 to 30 people here I'm maintaining. Give me a break here.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
I'm
feel like
switching
Liz has
tab.
been pretty good about reading the chat too, so I'm really curious as to what the fuck it
Why
was
do we have
and how
28
long
to
you
30
posted it.
people? I'm just coloring the indigos. There should not. We should have maybe
Well, I mean,
17,
it's-
maybe
The
16.
Indigo's always bringing a crowd no matter what you do. I
Who
swear.
are you people?
Alright.
Get away from me! I'm confused.
I know you're confused. All right, so he was grinding Laura's for this week, and he got invited to the top Civet AI creators Discord this morning.
Hey, nice.
Oh wow!
Made it
Good
to
for
2K.
you.
Congratulations, Mamo.
Do you get to
2K the
participate in their
masses.
sex
Thank you.
parties now?
Yeah. Oh, he's the Civet CEO is there. He's in the Cool Kids Club.
Sweet. Good job, Mamo.
Wow! Be careful if he invites you over to his mansion.
Why? What's in his mansion?
You're gonna have to I don't know, wear AI masks and drink AI child blood or something. I don't know.
Is that how it
Whatever they
works?
do in the Cool Kid Club.
Mamo, if he invites you to the mansion, you need to bring like a concealable camera to get these crimes documented, and then you can save the children. Is that what we're
And-
saving?
Don't say or do anything legally actionable while you're there. You never know who might be watching.
Yeah. If they want you to do something for blackmail and you do it to become famous, don't think ahead and don't do it. It's more important to be good than be famous.
Also, if they're making you wear some of those like masquerade masks, pick one that looks cool, like sort of like V for Vendetta, because half of them have like a gigantic schnoz and they just look dumb. Don't pick a dumb masquerade mask. It is imperative that you get a cool masquerade mask.
And make
see
sure you
Hillary
don't forget
Clinton
the
there
password.
run. Yeah. You see Hillary Clinton there run away. Okay, Dave, what are you doing for the background on this? Are you maintaining your water background here?
Yeah, are they drowning?
Yeah, it's too late for them. They're underwater. I think I'm actually just gonna fade this out a little bit, and it'll just be like a kind of nice, chill piece, not too complicated. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a screen layer on top of this.
Okay, well you need some shadow at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll give him a little shadow at the bottom too. Cause I'm in a generous mood.
I think is that the same swim background you used for the Indigo Docky?
It is the same, yes.
He says expect 1 billion new readers.
Oh, thanks,
Well,
Mamo.
thank you.
That's really
I think
interesting.
they're going to
though,
be
that,
really confused that we're not AI comic, you know? They're going
Oh,
to see they're going to see art.
They'll figure it
They
out.
like it. Your stuff is art too, but I mean they're going to see traditionally drawn art. So I hope
Well,
they're
Liz
okay.
was telling me too. There was something cute on X. Like when the site was down this week, people were like, "Oh, your site is down," and Liz was like, "Oh, someone went to Mamo and said, Mamo, your site is down." And it's like, oh, he's getting around. No, it's cool. He's getting so much like art and creation and like generations out there that people are just associating him with like the website, and it's, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. To me, it's a signifier of just how much he's starting to pull in some new people. So
I've seen people accuse him of being you, which is not true because you don't have time for that.
oh no, I'm absolutely, I've been caught. I'm absolutely typing on the side on my sock account as Mamo, right as I also color the indigos. It's a delicate dance.
You're very busy maintaining multiple people at the same time when you don't use Twitter ever.
It'd be weird if they're.
Mammo says he's Dave, so there we go.
Yep, confirmed. I confirmed it. Mamo confirmed it. I confirmed I am Mamave in both places. Is it Mamave
Dave
or
complains
Dave?
about being in. You complain about being in the UK a lot, or in Ukraine a lot.
I complain
Sorry,
about.
I'm replying to YouTube.
I complain
complain
about all
about
kinds
everything.
of places that I'm not in.
I know you do. You're really good at that. You just stay in a corner and complain about locations you've never been to and will not be going to.
Yeah, it's my hobby.
I should just get you like a global atlas. No, I should get you a globe, like one of those spinny old-fashioned globes.
Yeah.
And you could just spin it and point to things and be like, nope, not that one. That country? Nope, not that country. I'm not going there. I bet they don't
The
have
first
food I
of
like.
Dave's clones.
I don't know if he's the first of Dave's clones. Dave.
Well,
I
that
have
implies
one.
this, there's other clones.
How many clones are we talking? What
I don't know.
kind
That's
of
kinda what I'm
magic
wondering.
to use?
Does
Maybe we have to
Dave
watch-
even know himself how many times he's been cloned? Does he know if he's the
Multiplicity.
original?
I don't. Shadow. But
I
seriously,
am
man,
marking star.
Say what?
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat.
He's quoting.
Memo says
Mm-hmm.
you hired a guy to act like an AI person is you, and I am working SAR with 3 A's.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your hard work.
Yeah, that must be frustrating having a bunch of people come to you going like, "Bro, where the fuck is this comic that you made?" I didn't make it, but it's here it is.
We had somebody who would run our convention table in a completely different state for a while, and people would come up to him and ask him about, like, people thought he was Dave, and I didn't get the whole thing, but he would constantly have to tell people he was just a representative and stuff. But then he'd also
Oh,
start.
you had like
Yeah, we had a location guy.
Yeah.
But there was a problem actually where I think he started kind of wanted to promise people special things, but he couldn't do it, and it was like he'd come back to us and be like, "Okay, guys, we need figurines just for my table." I'm like, "No, we're not just doing like figurines just for a table. We can't do that."
I do want to do figurines though, like especially once we
but we
get
can't.
Rihanna printed out for GarageBand and fulfilled. I'm hoping that'll sort of open the cap on a new line of figurines. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but we were not able to do one like miniature hand painted figurine just for a convention every single year exclusively for a table and ship them in time. We could not do that.
Not this
Don't
time.
promise stuff.
Maybe in the
No.
future we can do everything, but yeah, it's difficult
Her
keeping
shadow
up.
looks really good.
Made. Yeah, I thought that it would be a nice little touch just to give it like a small sense of depth.
Happy Guy 1 loves this picture, Dave. Yay!
Oh, thanks, Happy Guy
Maybe
1.
you know what? I think
Happy
this
Guy
should-
1.
He's a happy guy. Number 1. He's one happy guy. I think this should probably go into the files for maybe a print we could do for Art Attack if we needed.
Oh, this might be a good Art Attack print actually. Yeah,
I think we.
now that
put
I'm out of
Indigo's
the
Wallet.
now that I'm out of the animation tunnel, we can probably this weekend we can figure out like what are we doing for all the art attacks and stuff for June, July, and get caught up on that.
Oh, Mamos is fuck off happy guy. He's more happy. Oh shoot, we gotta fight for who is the number 1 happy guy.
2.
Watch out, Happy Guy 1, or Mammoth's gonna hack your account and become Happy Guy number 1. You should, maybe Mammoth should make an account here who's more Happy Guy 1. And then we'll get most Happy Guy 1. And,
Is there an Olympic?
Happy Guy 0.
Is there an Olympic event for happiness? Like a bunch of people that are squared off, like I will be the happiest one of them all. Gold medal happiness. But then if he wins, he's like, yes. What if the loser's like, well, that's fine. Actually, I still had a good time. And then the winner will be like, no, he's still happy. Now he's actually more happy.
And then we'll get happiest guy 1. Most happiest guy 1. We'll just see. Everybody will be happiest guy 1 in the chat. We'll get so many happy people. And then happiest girl 1 will come in, and then they'll meet and get married.
It's all fun and games until one day crappiest guy 1 shows up.
Well, maybe somebody can be happy guy 2. Yeah, happy guy 3. Oh man, happy guy 1 needs to copyright himself really fast here. There's gonna be a problem.
BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC.
I love
like
that song.
Yeah, it's catchy.
No. That reminds me of in the 1960s, and I know Willie Silver will say he knows this too. They did a lot of one-hit wonders that were just really wacky songs, like "I'm Henry VIII, I am Henry VIII, I am," and it's about a guy who has been married to a woman who has had like 8 husbands, all named Henry, and he's the 8th.
I get it.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
I
he's,
know,
like,
but it's
not
like,
the
why
king,
would you sing that song at all? Well, who would write that song and get it on the radio today?
This is how you guys know that Liz does not drink, because otherwise she would understand completely how such a song could be written. I'm Henry VIII.
All right. Happy Guy 1 wants this picture in the Discord. He will be happier, Dave, if you put it in the Discord when you're done.
Well, actually, this will be a good, like, I'm done animating, I'm back. This will be a good post to put up, and I can get you guys the high-res file in case you want to move the shadow, like, left and right or something.
Oh!
You could do that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, do you want to offer this as a high res?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? I think he just means put a picture of it in the Discord. Oh, I think he wants the high res to turn off stuff and probably color over the underwear, make him nude.
Yeah, sure.
That's usually what we want to do.
No, like if people have time to do that and do some edits on their own, that's like more content that more people can get into, and then it's like more time for me to do other stuff. It kind of works out.
Dave has servants for his servants who do his porn for him. I have people who draw the nipples on for me. I don't have to.
Uh-oh. Toonami
What?
playlist has wandered into a song that sucks. That is not on the playlist. YouTube. Can you contain yourself?
The girls look like they're clearing the way for you to leave the animation studio and get back to drawing. Well, it's the same corner.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah.
What? Wait, get back to drawing. What the fuck do they think animation is?
Well, I think they mean like getting back to books and fan art.
And the fan arts and everything.
Yeah, honestly, like I love animating, but I also really, really love making books. The fan art and stuff is fun, but like obviously it's sort of just a means to an end. I just need to do some stuff, give the patrons like some love, but it's to just sort of help gather support so we can do more graphic novel stuff and more animation stuff. And if we continue growing and if we get some good launches on some of our stuff, maybe we can do a little bit more of everything.
Okay, I can't hear the audio on this due to my computer, but Mammal made something. At first, it's the indigos you drew becoming wolves and talking to each other, and there's audio.
Oh, cool.
And then
Check
Pig
that out.
Bobby there's some stripey things. You might check it out.
Let me mute it real quick so I can test to make sure it's stream friendly. Oh, this is really fucking cool looking.
Oh my lord! Something really crazy happens at 15 seconds.
Uh-oh. Looks like we can put this on stream. She's not wearing underwear, but it's like Bugs Bunny rules, so I think this is
he
fine.
says don't show it now. Okay, Mammal, did you not look at this? Look at that spinning bobby tail.
Yeah, why did you post
make
it?
make sure it's edited appropriate, Dave. I don't know what's
No, there's...
I don't.
going on here.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about now.
It's-
No, I think it's. I think
think
it's fine.
It's safe for work because it follows the Bugs Bunny rule. There's no panties, but there's also no
Yeah.
visible any detail. So what we are going to
Okay.
show
Well,
this.
well,
real
yeah, but maybe he doesn't. He's not proud of it because he show it, but don't show. Oh, whatever.
It's
Don't-
too late. You already posted it.
Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. I gotta. Which one?
You
does
post it, we
this
look at it. That's the choice. That's
button
it.
that
You
pulls the
gotta
thing
do
up
it.
and- Yeah, there
His
it is.
tail appears before he does. Okay.
Yeah, it certainly does.
I'm gonna unmute it so I can actually hear like what these people are saying. Here we go. Can I make it big? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh no, it crops it weird. Never mind. It'll be small.
Who is Digo? Who is Indy? Have they made their minds yet? I don't fucking care, because we are discussing toilet fermente now. Thanks, game!
By the way, I am totally gay and VI hates me! Wait till the end of the current Prelude arc!
Excellent. Thank you, Mammo. That was really fun. It is fun just seeing these animations pop up in the middle of stream. I think that's Grok. Grok has got some pretty impressive
He
stuff.
says
that can do.
Grok's acting up right now. I don't know.
Acting up.
It's misbehaving.
It's been having some it's been having some issues today. I don't know why.
Well, maybe it's because it made Bobby throw his tail at Paige's face or something. But I don't know. It looked.
I
good.
don't know. I think that's probably normal.
Yeah, it might be normal for Grok.
Grok likes to rip off things' tails and throw them around. It's what he's known for. It's what he's known for. All right, screen layer for a little bit of glints and glows. And then I think this one will be ready for prime time, and we'll move on to the toga party here.
Oh, goodness gracious, I forgot. We're having an indigo day today, I guess.
Yeah, it's an indigo stream.
Yep. I believe you're gonna have drawing to do Saturday, Sunday, and then you'll move on to fan art. We'll have fan art ready on Monday, so we'll be back to normal.
Yeah, likely I'll be doing fan art Monday because I am gonna plan to get rolling on the drawings tomorrow.
We have to stay on schedule. This is just a break.
Although
These are filler things I've had in the collection for years, just in case we have a day when we need something to stream really quick and we don't have anything ready.
and that was today.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's I don't know, I feel pretty pleased with how the Captain's Log animation's coming out. I know it's not going to be a long extended feature length. It's not like an animation pilot, but for what it is, it's really fun. We've never done this much tectonic animation before. So, it's not a lot, but it is more than we've been able to do in the past, which is nice. Just nice to inch forward and notch the bar up a little bit higher there.
Mammo says that there was originally you used to be able to generate 50 videos daily for free users on Grok, but now you can only generate 25 for paid weekly. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not paying attention to it, but he does. So I think
I
the
do
goal is
remember trying to
get
generate
more money.
probably.
That was a couple of the year or a couple months where you could do free things with a free trial, guys.
yeah, they got you.
You get
hooked in.
comfortable. You get comfortable with it. You like it, and then they're like, "Now pay us."
Like drug dealers. They
Like
give
a
you
drug dealer.
taste. Yeah.
Oh, they're slowly weaning you into paying.
They act like GPUs are acting backwards. I'm not really sure what that means. Acting backwards? I mean, it might be like a translation error.
I think it means that Grok, when you go in to use it, instead of giving you GPU firepower, instead it goes sup G, and then
It takes yours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did notice that the last time I decided to, like, I don't know, for some reason I wanted Grok to make an image of something really quick, and it immediately prompted me to get some kind of plan. And I don't know, I don't think the Grok stuff is that good compared to the other stuff that's out there right now.
I was using Perplexity a lot, which was free, and I didn't need to pay for it. And then it was all of us, and I was looking at medical like stuff. And then all of a sudden it wanted me to log in and it wouldn't do it for free. So I said, nope, not doing any of that. And then I went over to Grok and I was doing Grok for free, but then it all of a sudden wanted me to log in. And I was like, nope, not doing that. And because I was getting it free on my Twitter account, but then all of a sudden it didn't make me log in anymore. So maybe they backpedaled a little bit. I don't know.
Wow, these people want to get paid for their high-tech services. That's
They
one thing.
spoiled us, which
Free
was the plan.
forever.
Just want everything without ever having to pay. That's all. We
I
just want to go into the restaurant and eat for free at the buffet all the time.
Just let me have
don't wanna put a
everything
tip in or
free
anything.
forever.
They might be discovering that if it's not free, people don't really care about it all that much.
Yeah. I've seen people throw fits about, I think when they took away the not safe for work stuff in Grok or ChatGPT or something, people threw fits.
Yeah, well,
Took out
especially
that
if
must have
you,
been-
especially if
Yeah.
you go from like you can do pornographic things and to the mode where it's like actually you can't do pornographic things. There's going to be a lot of people that are
It's going to be a fit.
unhappy about that.
It's like, how did you not see that coming? But, you know, they have their fits.
People respond like, "What do you mean you're breaking up with me?"
I can't generate videos of my AI girlfriend anymore. What's going on?
I need new ones constantly. The old ones no longer please me. And that is called addiction, boys and girls.
Get it? It rhymes with dick.
Oh, I didn't.
I wonder if that's intentional with like the etymology of the word.
Addiction.
I really don't think it is. I think that's just like coincidence. YouTube is acting up for me. I wonder if it's going to straighten itself out soon.
What do you mean? What's it doing?
No, it's okay. I don't know. It did a refresh kind of thing, and it first took away the chat, but maybe it's just the browser loading. Again, it's the crappy laptop, so this is. Oh, I don't actually have to be on this laptop, but it's just really convenient, so I use it.
It says connect your encoder to go live. No, it looks like it's live.
No, it is. It's fine. It was just this thing being a goof.
Oh, it's still looking at the browser from when I was looking at Mammoth's thing. I forgot to turn it off. Sorry, guys. I think it
We
was
can
looking
see
at.
all your
I
stuff
think it
when
was
you
like
do
looking
it.
at the infinity screen of my coloring anyway. So people, I guess, might have still been watching me color.
The backstage.
The backstage.
Thought you didn't have any secrets. Anyway,
No, they know. They know that
Okay,
I was
this
trying to
is-
find Gunsmith Cats on YouTube, 1995 English dub. Ah! So
Dave was looking for anime. All right, so this is a really old commission where somebody wanted indigos in like togas, kind of like a Greek thing. And what we do is when it's a Dreamkeeper's like a commission, but it's Dreamkeeper's characters. I know all the colors, so I can just color this on our own time. And like if it ever gets into the queue, which it did, Dave will just color this one for fun here today.
yeah, sometimes.
But I think this one is seriously like 10 years old.
Oh, it's actually gonna be fun. I gotta get the details to, I think the associate producer backers this month because I'm doing some sketch commissions, some drawings for them.
I was looking at the stream while you turned the lines off, and that actually looked really cool. Just the colors there.
Yeah, sometimes if you just have the flats underneath the lines turned off, it has kind of like a fun graphic look to it.
Hmm?
I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
that's neat.
just playing with all the different layers when doing the coloring stuff. You can find some fun looks that way sometimes.
That's why we like to offer people the high res version where they can turn off the layers and maybe like if you turn off layers, you can see some neat stuff and effects that we miss or don't use.
Yeah,
Like
or just
that.
even like remixes, different ways to shade it. It could be fun.
Yeah, as soon as you turn off a couple layers, you get kind of like a different color look.
Oh, nice. There's you have this separated so I can have an opacity effect. That'll be fun.
I know. Yeah, I knew that when I saw that one.
Now, just for people in the audience, when I do an opacity effect on this, I'm going to turn the opacity down, but I'm also going to blur the area underneath it, so that way, because it doesn't quite look like, sometimes when there's light coming through like really gauzy cloth, it'll have a little bit of a transparency effect, but it's mainly like the light shining through from behind. It's not exactly like a pane of glass or something. So adding a blur effect really helps accentuate the effect that you're going for usually.
I didn't notice your screen was stuck. Sorry, I was on the wrong chat.
That's all right.
That's my bad because I have to switch between tabs to catch that. So
Now they know that I was watching. Actually, it's when I'm doing animation, cleanup animation, the cell shading and stuff. Like, it's always fun to try to watch some anime on the side because it's like, yeah, I am also making a thing like that. It's the best time to watch anime is when you are in the animation mines doing some cell shading.
It's just like one of my
Yeah.
Japanese animes.
Exactly.
I don't know. Dave, you tried to watch something, and then I suddenly heard the re of horror.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta gong stuff. I don't know. Sometimes it's just not entertaining, and then it's like life is short. Gong. I'm gonna find something that hopefully is good.
On this one, I hope you do a reflective marble floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. I've got a little bit of like a shine started, but I think when the characters are done, I'll flip the vertical, blur it, put it on the floor as a reflection, and work with it a little bit more.
Oh no, Mamo lost power. Why the fuck is everyone losing power? What the hell is going on?
I can explain that.
What?
First of all, Mammo's in Ukraine, and everyone is trying to kill him. and that involves destroying his internet and nuking and bombing stuff. And then over here, it's storm season because it's the summer. So, and, I don't know what goes on in China with Hazen. There's no explaining that guy. But over here, storms are constantly knocking out trees and power lines. Like, for example, we had a big windstorm come through 4th of July, and there's a whole bunch of tree branches all over the street. And we actually played a game called Who's the Winner, where we looked around to see who actually had trees try to go in the house.
Yeah,
and there was
over,
this tree.
over by the grocery
That's
store.
how you win, huh?
Yeah, by the grocery store, someone's tree in their front yard just was like, I'm gonna give this house a hug. And just completely into the front of their house.
Oh, yeah. And then almost across the street, there's a big hole in somebody's roof because of the tree.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they are the winners of tree hugs.
that storm,
Oops, all trees.
I forget if it came through when we were on stream or if it was like a different time, but I remember when that storm came through, and it was like not stormy. It was maybe a little bit overcast just in the evening, and then suddenly it was like boom, like it felt like there was like a shockwave from a bomb going off. Like the wind was so intense, it was just blasting everything. It was really crazy. Just extremely intense blast of wind for like 5 minutes solid, and then it was basically done.
I was going to go out and rescue my cushions because I didn't want rain to get on them, cushions on my patio chairs. And there was just no time because it was just like way too hard and fast.
Well, yeah, the wind was so intense that it's like you don't want to go out in that because, well, if you're under a tree, that might be it. You might get your ticket punched right there. But even if you're not under a tree, stuff is flying around so much you might get like a twig in the eye or something. You don't really. It's like best just to stay inside, stay nice and safe and secure, and then when it all blows itself out, you can check out the damage later.
Chad is surprised he's still on YouTube with us. Are you sure this is a good idea? I think it's kind of too late.
I think so. I think it's fine.
All right, we'll find out. Because I didn't think of that when I saw the toga outfit.
Well, there's the way I view it. There's no like visible nudity at all. It's just like literally a layer underneath that has like basic colors, but it's not like there's an extra color for the nipple. If there was, then I think we'd be crossing over the line a little bit.
Yeah,
That would be whoa, too much.
Too much. I see a circle of pink right there. Intense. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Get off the internet. No, this is too risky for Facebook, evidently. But I guess
No, yeah, Facebook gave us the boot because there's a depiction of the Indigos wearing shirts. Like there was no nudity, they were fully clothed, and Facebook was just like, that's it, you're out. And it's like, okay, Mark. Cool
Meta is known for hating furries. It's a thing. Oh, I don't know. I'm just assuming based off of that reaction.
Roll with it.
I would
I'm
have
sure
to
that's
assume.
fine.
Maybe Mark Zuckerberg just is like, I hate those people.
I think they're known for being like
fluffy little tails,
strangely irrelevant yet still existing.
I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I don't use Facebook, and I haven't for years. I feel like my life has improved since I stopped using it. But I know people that like, if they share any video, it's always a Facebook video, and I just don't click it because if you click it, it will try to launch Facebook on your phone and do all this crap that I don't want it to do. So I just stay away from it completely. And I feel like it's
one of those people that's gonna be downloading all this shit onto your thing and like, oh well, yeah, it was pretty skeezy and against our terms of service, but the class action is
every $7.
Yeah.
All right. Furious is the one in the foreground was not wearing pants. She was stretching, but you couldn't see anything. I remember they had shorts on. They had shorts on in one picture. I don't know which one went up though. There were a couple different outfit switches.
Yeah, she wasn't wearing pants, but she was wearing there was one that had shorts on, and then one that had
there's shorts,
like underwear on, but they were all underwear at least, and then there was additional clothing items on top of that.
I remember she had shorts on in one version, but I haven't
it's up on DeviantArt if we really need to do like a deep dive or something.
There's no explaining Facebook.
Yeah. It was just sort of like, oh no, Facebook is gone. Anyways.
So anyway, it was all bots. It's fine.
It's like the latest Captain Crunch cereal. Like, oops, all bots.
Mm-hmm. Oh, note on here, there are no lines on the patches, so I had to make that up.
Yeah, it works. It looks good.
All right. Well, I mean, that's just when I went with. I think you approved that a long time ago. If you wanted to change it to something else, you can.
Nah, I'm content
There's
with
traffic.
this.
Okay. It's whatever you want to do. It's your show. Did we include the name of the image in when you posted the Indigos when they were on Facebook? Might have been another factor. No. Nope, it was just a commission. I know which commission it was, but I don't I did not see a problem at the time. We don't remember the name of it.
It's fine. I kind of figure we'll just like do this thing where we actually follow
You know what?
the terms of service, and then if some platform sucks so much that they can't handle that, then it's like, well,
Well,
maybe we shouldn't waste our time with that one.
the thing about Facebook is we had so many warnings and attempted takedowns just based on other things that were very similar like that.
Yeah, I don't know if their
I
algorithm
remember
was going haywire or what. But
you were not able to. There was some subject you could not post on there at all. You had to like really neuter everything we posted on there to the point of like, why post on Facebook?
I don't know. I'm
So
not
it was
like
just it was just very silly.
I'm not like knocking on the door to get back on Facebook or anything. It's
No.
I figured when Facebook went away, I was like, oh well, I bet we probably won't even notice the change. And yeah, it's like
We didn't.
absolutely no change in anything anywhere. So I don't
Well,
think we're
yeah,
really missing out.
It's like if there are any people on there who are not bots, you can just go look at us on Twitter where we said that, like, just look at us on Twitter where we post all the stuff. We got all the art accounts and Instagram and everything else. Just go look there. For goodness sakes, and get off Facebook anyway.
Of course, the best place is just probably our newsletter or the website.
Phil98 likes the gold leaf on the outfits.
Yeah, I think that's a nice touch. I like that you picked gold for that, Liz.
Well, thank you. I didn't have any other choice. It had to be gold. I guess you could have done a green going on it though.
I think it definitely looks better to have it all be gold. Sort of more. I don't know. It matches itself better, and it's just kind of a nicer look. Makes it look fancier.
Fancy.
Suppose you could have made it like leather or something, but that wouldn't look cool.
No, they're supposed to be kind of like goddesses. I think they are.
They
That
got
was
some
what I
like
was
Athena stuff going on.
Yeah, something like they're on Mount Olympus making bad decisions. They're going to a Halloween party and they're going to have some cultural appropriation time.
Wait a minute. They're not actually Greek. Get them.
My culture is not your costume, says Caesar.
Wait a minute. That guy's not actually as Jack Skellington. Get him.
As I eat my sushi in my kimono, and everyone I paid for those is very happy with me. So okay.
I
Kind
don't
of
know.
bad
I
decisions,
think
I don't know
if somebody. Sorry,
No, go ahead. I was just reading chat.
I was thinking about what he said about Jack Skeleton. If somebody comes to a party dressed as a skeleton, I don't think any one person could say, "You're stealing content from something else." We all have skeletons in us.
Well, no, but if it's Jack Skeleton, you're not the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, but we're like Jack Skellington had to come from our skeletons. That idea came from us.
No,
So
that came
Jack
from Tim Burton.
Skellington is stealing our content.
Are you trying to appropriate Halloween
think
Town
he-
right now? Right on stream?
I think
Appropriating
he's-
Halloween
I
Town?
think he stole Christmas actually, and possibly Santa Claus.
Actually, yeah, if you think about it, that's the whole movie is about Jack Skellington trying to culturally appropriate Christmas from Santa.
Guys, we're not allowed to go to Hot Topic anymore. We're gonna get in trouble.
Need a new version of that song that just is updated for modern audiences. It's all about cultural appropriation.
It's true though, if you really think about it. But it's a cute idea.
All of his friends are trying to do an intervention. Jack, you know you're not really someone that came from Christmas Town. He doesn't give a
Well,
fuck.
actually, couldn't it just be Jack? You're not actually Christian. Wouldn't that be the thing?
Is it like a? I didn't really get any Christian. They kind of went the whole Santa
No.
angle pretty hard in that one.
The commercialism of Christmas, yeah.
You didn't have Jack
Maybe that's
Skellington like trying to
that's
recreate like a
separate.
zombie baby Jesus or anything.
That would be good. I would like to see that.
Like a
that,
nativity scene with different types of monsters.
That robot chicken of the actual Jack Skeleton.
He just like busted
I think
on
some
the-
parents would have gotten a little bit upset about that.
Yeah.
Personally,
Ah! I think parents were upset about that.
He just
Spookiness of the movie.
busts
anyway.
in on the nativity scene. What is this?
Oh, no, he needs
Although I
to. He
don't-
needs to be. He needs to be in the center of the nativity because he's a narcissist. He needs to be baby Jesus, so he dresses up as baby Jesus.
Yeah, throws the baby out of the crib. You're like, actually, I'm going to be the Jesus now.
All right,
You'll never guess how this ends in 30 years.
Dave, would you like some compliments?
Okay, sure.
Let's see. Falco on YouTube says, "Loving your artwork of Indian Digo. They're my favorite dream keepers."
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Louis for El Gato Gamer says, "Amazing masterpiece, 20 out of 10, and God, lots of hearts."
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys like the illustration.
Yep, this is an old commission somebody wanted of Indian Digo as like they were wearing a toga, and it sat in our files for about, I don't know, like 10, 15 years, and now we're coloring it for fun because it's bonus time.
Because Liz
Between
actually
projects.
put the colors on out of the goodness of her heart, just in case a stream came along where I was all exhausted from animating up a storm and needed something easy to play with.
AKA Dave didn't have any drawings done in time because he just finished his animation. I think you finished the last part of it last night, and then you edited it today.
Actually,
And
I
then it
finished
goes-
shot 25 was this morning with the hat coming down.
Okay, I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to like spoil your excitement on it.
Spoiler.
All right. Willie is asking, is that person still alive? The person who commissioned this originally, yes, they are. Yes, they're still alive. They're not in the community right now, but they're around. Anyway, where are we? Oh yes, but yeah,
Michigan.
you were, and then you, yeah, no, good job. That's not what I meant. I'm live on stream. Anyway, oh yeah, but you edited it this morning, and then it has to go through a couple of rounds of further timing and editing, and then audio, go Foley for the sound effects and the extra music, and then we look at it again. So it's like the visuals are in, but we need to cement timing and sound to get everything perfect.
Well, yeah, but
So
that's
that'll
not
at
going to be
least-
as
that'll-
that won't
that'll
be
be
the
next
same
week.
kind of a time crush as animation. Like, I'm not saying that there's no work involved, but it's relatively easy to just adjust the timing and tweak the editing a little bit. You know, that's kind of fun.
It's basically like when you're making a movie, all of the animation is done, but it's not ready to show yet because it's in pieces and it all needs to like go into the blender and come out as a smoothie.
Well, usually most of that timing stuff in animation happens before production, but this time we were what we were trying to do was we were trying to get it out before the GarageBand campaign ended. Didn't quite hit that window, but because we were trying to do that and get it out quickly, we had to jump forward on some aspects of production, so we didn't really have we had a fleshed out storyboard, but not a full animatic. So because of that,
Yeah.
like the exact timing on some of the like lines and dialogue and shots has to be massaged a little bit in post here.
Yep, the way it is supposed to work is you draw storyboards. You draw on like a little card what you want the picture to look like at a time. And then an animatic is when you put the storyboards, your pictures in a computer, and then you edit them into a video so you can cement it with the timing and your and your audio. And then what we did instead was we started working because we didn't have the audio finished, but we wanted to get going on this. And we were like, well, we're just going to get all of our pieces and then spend a little more time putting it together at the end. Also, Dave, apparently a toga is a single piece of fabric. This is actually more of a dress.
Oh, okay. I just invented
I was actually
a dress.
thinking of that, but you know, it looks good. So
The commissioner was happy. Don't tell them. They're not getting a refund.
It's me, the inventor of a new dress. Do, 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 do.
I actually want her to show less skin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I know the commissioner was very happy with this. I don't think they're gonna look at this afterwards and be like, could you cover it more?
Burqa mode incoming.
And they'll look at this and be like, never mind.
Haven't gotten any requests for that before, but it'd be like an easy
Damn.
commission. Be like, I want you to
burqa?
draw
No,
my,
I've
want you to draw
seen,
my OC. She is in a burqa. It's like, okay. So like, do you have any character refs? Nope. It's just this. She's
No, Dave. Dave, the worst one would be if they're like if they have a full detail of what the character looks like under it, and they talk to you for an hour about what the character looks like, but then when they show you the reference, she's just in a burqa.
That would be a pretty good prank if someone pulls that at a convention. Like, okay, I'm gonna commission you. Here's all the details of my character and their backstory and their lore and exactly why they have these body patches. And at the end, it's like, oh, and I want them in this.
I want them to have a black blanket over them, and I want them to be in a dark room with the lights off. Can you please draw that for me?
It's almost as fun as someone dressing up like a ghost with a classic ghost sheet. Classic ghost.
You would still need to know their height and figure. Oh no, yeah, that would be part of the hour-long description about their character. Very specific. That's technically a secret about furry commissions. Is if somebody gives you a reference and they have like crazy spots on the back of their character, and you're like, there's no way I'm going to get this right. You draw them from the front, so you don't have to look at it. You're like, yep, they're happy. It's fine.
Well,
And that-
sometimes, but
what?
what if the back pose is cooler?
Well, the difference is Dave can actually do it. But I've seen a couple things where it's like, I don't know about those feet. So we're just going to stick it under a table so we don't really see him that much.
Some Austin Power shit.
The
Yeah.
worst, the best is if you have like a character where you just get a it's not like a full ref sheet. It's like, you know, a waist up or something, so you don't see the legs and the feet. And then you do the character, and they're like, wait, but that's not how the feet are. And you're like, oh no, how could I know? I didn't know.
You had, oh my god, you had that at Megaplex so many times. They would give us the character references for the super sponsors, and there's nothing that shows the feet. So it's like, I don't know what this is supposed to be, and there's no way to contact the owner and be like, so I would have to go on Fur Affinity and like try to hunt them down based on pictures and names of like furry names and try to figure out what this character's feet looks like for Dave to get it right. And if I couldn't pull, and then I would also contact.
It's always the weirdest DMs.
the-
You need to show me your feet.
I wouldn't talk to them. I just look. But I would also contact the art staff guy and be like, can I get the name of this person? There are no feet here. And the feet are the most common example. There were other issues like the tail or whatever. There's no tail. Are they wearing clothing? Who even knows? But if you can't figure it out, you may need to. The backup plan was to position them so they were conveniently behind somebody else, so you just couldn't see the feet, and you couldn't get it wrong.
Looks like this character is going to wear a new pair of shoes.
Very high boots. Furious says make them wear a trench coat.
It's not a bad idea. Trench coats are... Everyone looks good in trench coats. They're just fun.
Yeah, especially in school.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a school shooter joke, by the way.
I totally
there
is.
was a kid at my school that wore a trench coat, and I think he just thought that he was living in like
The
I don't know,
Matrix.
a Channel Awesome video or something. I don't know.
No, I had a trench coat all through college, and it was actually like the most handy wardrobe item in my little arsenal.
You wore a trench coat in college?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like it would not matter if it's raining between classes, completely rainproof. If you spill a huge cappuccino,
And there were no trenches?
no trenches, and if you spill a huge cappuccino on yourself, it doesn't matter, it
wait.
just rolls right off.
Okay, wait a minute, Gabe. He had a separate World War One outfit for the trenches.
Well, that was just for fun.
that he would wear to school.
No, I didn't wear the World War One outfit to school. I
I
wore it on
You
a-
did one time. No, you did one time.
Two character.
You did.
And also,
You did one
it was
time.
not a World War One outfit. I was aiming for World War Two, and it's because I had to act in a student film. I was a World War Two soldier.
Well, anyway, no, but anyway, you walked through the cafeteria like that, and I just walked ahead of you, grinning like an idiot.
I
You
don't
come
remember
in
that.
and
I just
what the
remember
fuck?
taking the bus, and I
It was
forget
so
where
funny.
We had to go to the mall or
You had
something.
a
Did you just,
helmet.
Did you at least run
What?
around the halls acting like you were like dodging fire and stuff?
I don't think so. I think I was just walking around in it like it was Tuesday.
Bullshit. That's what I would have done. I would have had to made the most of it.
I only made like 80% of it. I didn't make the most of it. It was fun though. Now I no longer have a U.S. surplus army helmet though, because we lost that in the fire. I think.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing how like what was that? World War One or World War Two? Amazing a helmet like that would not survive a fire.
It was also really fun because my character got shot in the movie. It was fun. This is the only time I've ever had to rig up like a squib, and that was cool. We had like one of those little pressure things that you pump it up and it like sprays out, and I had to like arrange it so it like snaked up under my shirt and stuff, and then we rolled film and blood started spraying out of me. It was great.
I wish we still had that video, that stuff. That was so good.
Everything from college was lost forever.
That's all right. Well, honestly, it was on those little tapes that didn't work with anything. But I hoarded them in hopes that someday we could move them off of there.
Yeah, I don't know why our college was obsessed with forcing everyone to use like an obsolete format of media that was compatible with nothing. It's like, thanks, art college. That's fantastic.
Like
Yeah,
what?
they're
DVRs? Were they called DVRs?
I don't know. The video cameras had like a specific little tape in it.
They were kind
That
of like
was it was
they were kind of like
discontinued
cassette
right
tapes.
away.
They like used little cassette tapes basically.
Yeah, and then in order to play it in a VCR, it has to go into a very special VHS importer tape. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was
that doesn't pretty
discontinued
annoying.
right away. It was insane, and it's just impossible to work with those.
Well, yeah. Plus, like all the animation that I had from like animation class in college was all on those stupid fucking DVRs too. And I was like, well, someday we'll figure out how to get something to convert these to a digital format, and then I could actually maybe post my animations or ship. Nope, all gone.
I know. Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like some more compliments?
Okay. Thanks.
The E the Outsider says, "Cool transparency on the robes, Sir Dave."
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Okay.
great job pulling down that opacity slider. That's why you make the big bucks, Dave.
Not everyone can pull down the opacity slider, but I like to think I've honed it to a craft.
On off. Here we go. All right, and there's another compliment. Lewis Fur says again, "You draw quite well." More
Oh,
hearts.
thank you.
He drew this a long time ago. We're just coloring it today as bonus.
Thank you for the compliments.
Is the guy that commissioned this is he going to receive this or what? Like, you still in contact with him?
He doesn't. I could reach out to him, but I haven't heard from him in a very long time. So I think he's moved on. I don't know.
That sucks.
We'll see about it. I don't know if I don't know. We'll look into it. He actually already has the line art from a long time ago. And we're not going to do a print of this anytime soon, but we could. We'll see. He's not on Patreon right now, so. But he's welcome to rejoin.
This one is looking pretty nice. but
DVR is called a digital video recorder. They
that
replaced
might have
cable
been
boxes. I didn't know the name of them.
How do I whisper in here? What?
Oh, a whisper. There is, I don't know how. There's a chat way.
Just type very
Oh,
quietly.
no,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, like the stupid thing is if I try to reply to a whisper, it shows up in the public chat. Oh goodness! Just
I will
DM
say
me on Discord.
if you're trying to message us
I'll feel it.
somewhere sending DMs, or I guess whispers are like DMs, but on video. I don't know what a whisper even is, so it's not going to get
Dave,
through.
no.
Basically, private message, email is the place where there's a chance that we will be able to see it and respond to it. So Vivid.
Yeah, you can.
Vivid at vividpub.com. But otherwise, if it's like a DM on social media or like some platform, there's just too many places for us to lose it. Although I think
Okay,
YouTube
Willie.
was. Oh,
Willie, what?
what are you saying?
Willie says there was a thing called the mini VHS to a specific camcorder. Yeah, my parents had one of those. They had something like that in college for us, but they were completely different, and I know they didn't work together. So it was just kooky, and discontinued right away.
Yeah, very conveniently. I was gonna say though, I think YouTube recently like opened up the possibility for us to have like super chats and stuff on there. But I kind of feel like we don't have enough stream chats. Like basically you can kind of keep track of everyone's chats like right now, right? So I feel like there's no reason to like charge people if we can keep track of it. I think we
I think
do super
I think that'd be
chats.
really terrible.
I don't know, maybe I'll like, oh, he changed his mind, but he'd promised he would never use super chat. But I feel like we'd probably only use it if the amount of chats was getting to the point where we can't really keep track of it effectively, and then maybe we could be like, oh, maybe super chats will help stuff get noticed if it's like more important or something. But as long as it's like at this level, this kind of feels comfortable. I don't really think we need to mess with super chats.
Well, no, I feel like if I wasn't here and Dave was working, if people were like paying him to read their chats out loud. The stupid thing about that is if it's something offensive but they pay you, Dave has to make a decision on that one.
No, I would just start reading and be like a Zog Lord 37 says, I can't believe that I'm gonna say this slur out. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that. And then there we go. That's
okay.
Disaster averted. It's like the Titanic screeching to the side and just barely skimming past that iceberg.
Well, anyway, we wouldn't start doing that to people because that'd just be really terrible. We'd rather just chatter here. I could see if somebody was like just listening to music and drawing and then waiting for a super chat to come in, they could do that. But we don't need to do that. We're fine. That makes it boring and dumb.
Remember this. When in 5 years you're like, hey everyone, we're doing super chats, someone's gonna bring up this clip of you saying that's boring and dumb, and then you'll be like, oh no, I've become boring and dumb. It's gonna happen.
You become cringe.
Chat. That's gonna be a very expensive super chat.
The super chat would be like,
All
remember
right.
when you said super chats were boring and dumb? Checkmate.
We're like, thank you for the $100.
Get
All right.
canceled, idiot.
Yeah. All right, you were over time, Dave.
Overtime already? Damn.
Mhm.
Well, the Indigos have been
By
fun.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And also,
Right,
it would
and
explain why it's time for dinner. But we got this
Would you
one
like
done.
another compliment on your way out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't think we have enough time.
Okay. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out. This has been a nice, fun little stream. Not going to be like immediately, but within another week or so, we should get the polishing done on the Captain's Log, so you can see what me and Liz and the team have been working on and have a little bit of animation fun for your summer. And meanwhile, we're going to be getting back to fan art, sketch of the month, Volume 6, Ascension work, all that fun hoo-ha. And
Yep.
I don't know. I guess that's it for this weekend. Also, websites now, in case anyone's coming late to the stream, websites are back up. You can hit dreamkeeperscomic.com, vividafterdark.com if you want to do any shopping. That should now be an option for you. And if you do run into any tech issues, vivid at vividpub.com is where our tech helpers can get a hold of you and provide assistance. So that's going to do it for the stream. Any last words on this fine Friday night, Liz or Gabe?
I believe if Dave gets rolling on the things he's supposed to do Saturday and Sunday, which is the fan arts and sketch of the months that were voted on, we may be back on schedule for Monday. Otherwise, we will probably see this or a couple other things on Monday.
Sweet.
Oh, actually, I believe next Friday we may not be streaming.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely announce when we get closer to that if we're going to miss a Friday or something.
We will. Yeah, we'll see. miss next Friday. I'm not sure. We may do a makeup that Thursday. I'm not sure. We'll move stuff around.
Cool. All right. Well, everyone have a fantastic night. Stream ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.